Hey, wonderfuls. You all remember that Queen Sheba interview with Martell Holt? Well, that interview just keeps on giving, honey. Yes. There are so many reveals in that interview. Queen Sheba handles Martell Holt from head to toe, and he falls right up under her beautiful smarts. Yes, he does. I mean, you go back and look at that interview, and then there's so many reveals. He continues to tell everything. I mean, that interview was so revealing until CK got so mad that he forbade Martell to do any more interviews. Yes, he did. He forbade him to do any more interviews. You see, Martell messed up so bad in that interview because narcissists have to think that they're better than everybody else. And yes, operative word, they have to think that. And they have to because deep down they aren't better. And the scary part about it for them is that they know they aren't better. In fact, they know they don't ever measure up. Yes, that is the personality of a narcissist. They know they don't ever measure up. And why is that? That is because they really have an inferiority complex. Yes, they do. It's an inferiority complex. It's something that happened to them in their growing up years. So, when Martell came across someone like Melody Cherie Rogers, she showed him every good thing that he was not. Yes, a good wife, a good mother, a smart and savvy businesswoman, a respecter of herself and others. Yes, she showed him all of that. She showed him all of that. All of that in which he is not. Not a good father, not a good husband, not a smart respecter of persons or others. Narcissists always tell off on themselves, just like he did in that Queen Sheba interview. And he continues to do so. And everywhere he goes, and in what he says, and in what he does, yes, there will continue to be a major breakdown. A major breakdown from within, from the deepest part of his core. He'll always be the one that thinks he's not good enough. He'll always be the one thinking that, well, he has to pull off something to make himself look good. Yes, the major breakdown from within, from the deepest part of his core. Yes. And he didn't really realize it because remember I said they always think in some kind of way, subconsciously got to think that they're on top of things. That's why he came to that Queen Sheba interview and he just knew he was going to control that. He just knew he was all over that. He was all on top of that. And see, that little defense mechanism they have for making themselves think that they're so much smarter than anybody else, that has carried them through life, and they are so naive to it they don't even see it. So he just blew that thing right up, and that interview just keeps on telling. And I mean, look at it, check it out. Yes. And so much so that now we've all seen that he was the one that has been chirping in this other bird's ear about all this terrible stuff that she's been saying online. Yeah, and not realizing the big trouble that they're in. But they're beginning to realize it, especially the other bird, because she is now trying to backtrack her story. Oh, yeah, she is trying to backtrack. But once again, check out Queen Sheba's interview when she tells both their arsons that, oh no, they're going to jail. Check it out. Once again, she tells it like it is. They are trying to at least Bird Brain is trying to backtrack. And it's no backtracking. We have the information. And as Queen Sheba's latest interview says, they're going to jail. Because, yes, that is a crime, a federal. Yes, it is. Yeah. And, this is what happens when you let a narcissist get in your ear, girl. You don't let that narcissist get in your ear and he doesn't see clearly. He doesn't see straight. And you can see that. Again, you go back and look at that interview. He think he was going to come over there and pull the wool over somebody else. At every point, we got major reveals from that. So, it's no backtracking, girl. Some kind of way, you're going down for this. Yes. Yes. So, that's all I wanted to say, wonderfuls. I was looking at that and I'm like, man, it's so much from this interview. And now the latest one, oh yeah. Talk to you later, wonderfuls.